It's 9:23 a.m. I literally just woke up and this is the first time, actually not the first time, I gave myself the other couple days earlier this week to sleep in. So I just slept in. I usually wake up around 7 to get my day started, but now I think I'm just gonna wash my face, get ready for the day, have myself some breakfast, and then I'll just sit down and have a chat with you guys on what I have planned for today. Okay, you guys, so I am all dressed. It's actually been a minute since I've actually put in effort into my outfit. I would say this is effort. As you can tell, my room is a mess. Jonathan and I haven't completely settled in yet, but what I'm gonna do is make the bed, clean up a little bit, and then have myself some breakfast. And right now, I think it is, let me see, all right, 10:11 a.m. Yeah, I'm all dressed and ready to go. In that case, I'll just check in with you in a bit. So I toasted whole wheat bread, put some cheese, some eggs on there, and some turkey. A lot of you guys might be wondering, I thought you were plant-based, and when it comes to plant-based, it's really what works for you. And for me, I don't think I'm at a point in my life where I'm completely ready to give up meat entirely. And so I liked having flexibility. Some days I don't eat meat, some days I do. And today I just felt like it, because when it comes to diet, as I mentioned so many times before, it's gonna be on and off. You're gonna fall on and off. Like, I feel like this is probably the third time where it's like up and down. Like, I'll be really good and then I'll fall out and relapse and then realize it and then hop back on it. And so I feel like it's just a matter of finding a sustainable diet for me, and I don't think I've exactly found that yet. Anyway, that is besides the point. I've been having a lot of signs and symptoms of burnout. I felt fatigue, I felt weak, and I thought I was coming up with COVID, and so I was freaking out. I'm like, oh my gosh, I have COVID, I need to get tested. So I went and got tested yesterday, and it was only that one day where I felt off, and now I feel a little bit better. I thought that one day might be enough to recover, but then I guess not. I needed more than one day, and I needed longer than I realized. I pretty much spent this entire week not doing much. I felt like today was a day where I wanted to just sit down and take you guys with me on what a mental health day looks like. So the theme for today is going to be self-love, because that's something that's been coming up a lot. I feel like the universe is putting it in my face and telling me to address it and look into it and find ways to cultivate that within myself. And so these are the rules. Today is no social media, so I'm going to be deleting my social media apps or finding ways so that I can minimize the distractions. So no social media, no Facebook, no YouTube, no Instagram, no Snapchat, none of that. I'm not going to be doing any work today. Approved for using my phone is to either call someone, because I can include that in my mental health day where I just sit down and connect with someone. And so I have a Zoom call at 12. Music, I can listen to music, because music is one way for me to connect with myself. And then another one is meditation, so my Headspace app, so I can use that as a guided meditation. So this mental health day is supposed to be like a digital detox kind of day, but I guess let me just finish up on this meal, and then I'm going to give you guys a little bit more info on how I plan on structuring my day. So I just finished my meal. Something that I realize now is that usually when I'm eating breakfast, I'm usually scrolling on my phone. I have it here. I'm getting all of these notifications from Instagram and all that stuff. I found myself struggling because I'm like, what do? I usually scroll on social media at this time. That's not on the agenda for today. Just to prevent myself from falling into temptation, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do a screen share. I have a social media tab, and so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna delete it. So delete. Facebook, that's going to. Instagram, I'm gonna delete later. I promise you I won't look at it. Someone's gonna send me a Zoom call through that. And so I promise you I won't be on it unless I get the Zoom call, and then I'll delete it. And then YouTube, that's going. TikTok, that is going. And hey, MYSTY. I'm actually going to be deleting my social media apps for the day. When you get the chance, can you actually send me the link to the Zoom call via my email? Yeah, so that's one thing I've already noticed, because I spend my mornings scrolling through social media, and so I didn't have that option today, and I'm like, what do I do? There's this thing called mindful eating. With mindful eating, whatever you eat, you're not focused on anything else. You're focused on the sensations, the flavor, the texture. You're really being present with the meals that you have in front of you. So I guess I'll just do that. So I'm outside. I have this book titled 2020 Soul Path Workbook. This is what I have for today. It's not really like an itinerary, but just like a list of things that I must do for today, for practices of self-love. And then I have these right here, where it's like gratitude journal, what are you grateful for today and why, what is on your mind right now in current mood, kind of the same thing. And even when I meditate later today, let me see, I'm gonna log that in. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna write in my gratitude journal. All right, so I had the idea to use this B-roll as a chance for me to read over my journal entry. Yeah, so the prompt is, what are you grateful for today and why? As I was writing this is what I had written down. Today, I am grateful for honoring myself with where I am at mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. The last couple of days has been a challenge for me to do that. I found myself feeling guilty, unproductive, and shameful for doing nothing. Also, I remember why I hate journaling the old-fashioned way. My hand is cramping. But anyway, I think this is what I needed, because slowing down has helped me calm down and embrace a moment of stillness. I am grateful for taking this moment for myself. Okay, so I just finished writing in my journal. I did it for like 5 minutes, and even just sitting outside in the sun doing it for 5 minutes, I felt very peaceful. It felt like a moment of tranquility, even if I can hear children crying or neighbors, kids running around, cars passing by, airplanes passing by, the sounds of the birds chirping. I felt at one with all of it, even just engaging in the present moment and just journaling, getting my thoughts out. And something that I noticed that came out on the paper is the past couple of days I have been feeling guilty. I've noticed that I've been feeling really guilty about not doing anything, and a lot of thoughts that came up while I was doing this was, you're lazy, you're unproductive, you're a piece of shit for taking a break, you can't take a break, you need to be working or else you'll be behind. And these are all very toxic thoughts, right? Because we need to honor ourselves with where we are at emotionally, physically, mentally, spiritually. And when it comes down to it, no human being is perfect. No human being can run forever without having to need a break. We all need to cool down every now and then. I guess I need to learn how to be okay with that. And I found myself today being more okay with that than the other days, and I'm glad I did it. Now I'm back inside, and it is 11:28 a.m. and I have a Zoom call in about 30 minutes. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna place you guys down right here, get myself ready, because I'm going to be meditating for however long. But I think today's meditation session is just going to be me observing my thoughts and letting them go, and confront whatever anxious thoughts that I've been having, and just learn to be okay with it and learn to release that negative energy, get myself into the right state of mind while I am prepping my mind for the Zoom call. So yeah, I'm going to be doing that for a little bit, and then I guess I'll just check back in with you in a bit. Alright, so I actually just finished the Zoom call. It was for 2 hours, and it was actually with Misty Moon. She's actually an integrative health coach herself, and there was a lot of things that has been coming up a lot recently, especially regarding self-love, and she helped me work through it. And got pretty emotional, cried a little bit, had to revisit some memories, and had to tap into that to heal myself. And definitely check her out. I'll provide her information down in the description box below, but it's pretty insightful, and now I know what I need to do. She helped me with some tools on how to move forward and how to release whatever emotions that I suppressed at the time. And now it's 2 p.m. and I crossed off some things on my list, just checking in. And now what I want to do today is I'm going to spend some time out in the sun. I have a pool in the back of my apartment, and so yeah, I'm gonna do that. Gonna hang out, lay out in the sun a little bit, listen to some music. I'm pretty much halfway through the day and I have some more time to spend to myself, and it's just gonna be outside. Alright guys, so it is currently 5:34. Jonathan is off of work, and so now we're gonna head out to get some ice cream first before heading out into the beach. I'm excited. Before this, I actually ended up taking a nap, so I didn't think I needed to record myself taking a nap, so gonna hop to this now. Ready to go. So right now it is, let's see, 6:48, so almost 7 p.m. Just got home from the beach, and so I think I'm just gonna close out today's vlog here. Before I do, maybe end it with a quick little reflection on how today's mental health day or digital detox day went. I would say I definitely survived it, and there's a lot of things that I learned about myself today. I really need to learn how to be okay with slowing down, and I really need to learn how to be okay with boredom. I would say there was also a sense of peace of mind for today. Not having the ability to constantly check social media has kind of been refreshing for my mind, because I noticed that before the past couple of days, or everything I do actually, I'm mindlessly scrolling through social media, and in a way that's kind of a way for me to escape from whatever it is that I'm feeling. And sometimes boredom in and of itself can be uncomfortable, and it's also nice to have like a physical journal that I can write out my thoughts. And so that's been kind of nice, because usually when I'm journaling or reflecting anything, I'm usually doing that on my phone digitally, and I can type out everything fast. But when I'm writing everything out in a journal, it forces me to slow down and really think about how I want to put my thoughts out onto paper, and it's kind of nice. To be honest with you, I'm very glad that I did this today, and I think it's exactly what I needed, because like I said, a couple of days ago I woke up with a really strong headache, and I thought I had COVID. Went and got tested, and turns out I was negative. And so all of these signs and symptoms that I thought was COVID was just signs of burnout, and I realized that I needed more time than I thought I did to recover, and so I'm glad I did, and I feel good. I feel like I'm ready to hop back into the week, and even though I took a nap earlier today, I think I need to learn to be okay with that, because napping has its benefits. So sorry that today's mental health day isn't as glamorous. You know, a lot of people, when they think about mental health days, it's usually bubble baths or, you know, something fancy, having wine to yourself. But for me, it's more so just doing things that I need to do to recharge and reset my mind, and so I'm very glad I did it. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed today's vlog. With that being said, thank you so much for watching. Hope we see you guys in the next video. Peace, much love, and many blessings to you.